If you don't have enough mix here to do that, we will then rectify this together.
As I'm pouring it into the glasses, towards the end I realise I'm not going to have enough.
Hold on. Just stop. Because you're gonna run out. Right? So what we're gonna have to do is get me some more cream. Quickly get me some cream. He hasn't got enough mix to fill them all. He told me that he was fully experienced pastry chef and I didn't need to help him.
It doesn't feel great to have that little bit of help again. It's something that I should have been able to do on my own.
If you look at your mix and you go, I'm not going to do it, you have to stop and figure out a way of extending it.
I probably should have spotted earlier on that there wouldn't be enough. Second little hiccup of the day. Stress levels are rising a little bit more now, but I just have to not let it get to me.
We actually need to make a small batch again.
And you don't want a whole lot of mix left over,
No.
because that's going to cost you a fortune. You just need enough for another how many glasses?
Another 9 glasses.
So he needs to work it out or he's going to sink.
Yeah. If he was working with me, we would be sort of having a bit of a rev up.
I ended up with the soft goat's cheese and onion tart.
Is that all the butter for all that flour?
Yeah.
So you need to put it all in at once?
Yeah. It's tricky working with pastry because the warmer the butter gets, you're more likely for you to get into trouble.
And you want to work quite as fast as you can so that you don't warm the butter up?
Yeah. A food processor would have worked wonders for me doing the pastry. Everything's by hand here, so wish me luck, I suppose.
Apparently, it would have potentially been a two-man job. So that was starting to worry.
Okay, I need you to maybe grab another rolling pin and let's roll.
I did have an issue with my vol au vents.
Chill them down.
Okay.
Get your oven set to the right temperature.
Yep.
Then put them in.
Brenton was helping me. He popped them in the oven for me. I told him the temperature.
She said at 145, so I preheated the oven to 145, banged them in, and the chef walks over and he sees them.
You did the vol au vents?
Yes.
What temperature did you set the oven at?
140.
Where did you read that?
I just completely said the wrong temperature.
I was very worried about the vol au vents. I was like,
185. Really important for puff pastry. It has to be a hot temperature. Wind it up to 200 quickly.
I thought I was going to have to start from scratch.
We're going to put them in here.
Okay.
And what's going to happen is they're probably going to come up crooked. So what you're going to do is you're going to go in and you're going to straighten them up.
And so, yeah, of course I had a little bit of frustration, but I got over it.
Now I'm just going to watch them, make sure.
You know, it's like life. It's never plain sailing, but you always keep going.
With making the actual caramel,
I'll show you something.
Warwick showed me how you quickly pour it into the ramekins.
Don't pick each one up because what you're doing is you've got 100 portions to do. If you pick them up,
Yeah.
you'll have 200 motions before you get a job done.
Yeah, he told me a couple of times about how I held the ladle.
Don't hold it from the top.
Yeah.
Hold it from here. You have a lot more guidance
Yeah.
and a lot more control over it.
But didn't kind of sink in, so he told me a couple of times.
When you hold a ladle up like this, you have no Yep, you have no control.
He's, you know, a pro at it, and I'm not, so I should have done it his way.
Look, skim. Doesn't matter. Skim and do it. You work in a commercial kitchen, you don't listen, you get kicked.
I know.
Well, come on.
I know.
Come on.
My job is to take care of the side dishes, the potatoes, as well to go out with the mains.
And how are you cooking them? In the oven. Yep. When I asked the other team how they were cooking them, they knew everything. In fact, theirs had just gone in the oven. You know, Dave took 4 hours to do his shoe balls, which is really a 45-minute job, possibly. Everything you do, you seem to be just like that little bit behind. So I suggest you sort of move a little bit.
Excellent, cool.
Yeah.
Thank you, Josh.
I don't know whether it's excellent or cool either. I mean, it's just, come on, no?
Yep.
No?
He knows his stuff. He's totally right. Kid down, tail up. No excuses.
OK, guys, that is 5 hours gone. You've got 1 hour left.
You know, Warwick Brown's been here so many times. He's a legendary New Zealand chef. He's been in that kitchen tasting, pushing, testing the whole way through the afternoon.
What Warwick doesn't know is which team is going to be going down tonight, because it's the guests that are going to decide whose is the better food, blue team or red team.
And Warwick Brown's going to be deciding who the hell's going home.
There's a couple there that are not taking to communication that well, so I'm keeping that in mind. There's a couple of them there that are struggling technically, so that's what I'm weighing up to sort of make my final decision at the end of the night.
OK, it's 45 minutes, everyone. 45 minutes to go.
To Today's challenge, it's a team challenge to cook for 100 people, 2 canapes, 2 entrees, 2 mains and 2 desserts.
It's anyone's game. It's such a fine line right now.
I should have plenty of time to get these cooked and set. When I had all my caramel ready, I thought, right, now I need the oven.
Is this the oven for you?
It's for my cream
Is
caramel.
that the red oven or the blue oven?
We put our dibs on the oven, and then apparently the blue team stole our oven. They've taken both of the ovens.
Okay, don't panic.
Okay,
right?
not panicking.
Don't panic. Worst thing in a kitchen is to panic.
Not panicking.
I'm the oven poacher. Yeah, a little bit of miscommunication there. I just jumped into the one that was closest to me, really, not thinking.
Apparently, he used the oven that Chantal preheated for me.
I'm not really too worried about it.
So, I'm fine with that. You can have that oven.
She'll be right. As long as my ducks are in the oven, they can worry about theirs after that, yeah.
It's okay. I'm tough.
Yeah, she'll forgive me.
You guys got a bit of a thing together at the moment?
Oh, Bus. I'm sure there'll be a couple of pleasantries exchanged.
Time flew. 1 minute it's midday and we're prepping, the next minute it's...
Under half an hour to go, everybody. Just half an hour left and you're going to have 100 guests.
So now's the time as a team to really communicate what you're doing, making sure you got all the components for that canopy.
Chef.
Okay? Yeah.
So we're all mulling around in the kitchen, getting set for service.
Someone has to be nominated as the caller. So sort that out, who I'm going to communicate with.
Next minute, Warwick says,
Okay, there we go. Look, all our guests are waiting. They're there.
and there is hundreds of people out there.
Normal story, right? The early bookings come really early and you can't go out there and say to them, right now you can all wait for me.
You feel anxious. You could hear all the chatter and the buzz, and I thought I recognised some top people from the food industry. The pressure is super intense.
Good evening! Content d'être là ce soir.
It's going to be a hard act to beat. La Cigale is great.
I'm expecting to eat well.
It's a tough crowd to please, so good on them.
We've got a lot of excited guests out there. I've just noticed Chris Upton out there. He's the owner of a Connell Street bistro.
Oh, wow. I'm looking forward to some French food tonight.
Jeremy Turner from Chibo.
Expecting a little flair, a little failure.
Got a tough crowd out
So
there
no
today.
pressure, guys.
Let's go. Come on.
We're starting to stress
All of them. Just keep coming.
because our canapes aren't completely up yet.
We need to calm down, do our job that we have, listen to the chef. I'm trying to keep my team calm. I've taken responsibility for getting all this food out on time. So if it doesn't go well, it's my head on the block. Things are going really well. All our choux buns are nice and hot. Our salmon tartare is looking perfect.
I really enjoy the salmon tartare. I found it very sharp and very clean.
I think it's fantastic. Exactly what you want for a canapé. It's got a lot of acid, it's quite salty.
Certainly gets my taste buds alive, and I would say with a glass of champagne it would be quite spectacular.
I loved it. I thought that was really good. I'd serve that at a cocktail party, definitely.
Guys, that was Tony from the blue team. He looked like he worked pretty well in the kitchen. He's kept his head down the whole time, but that's a really good result from him.
Raw milk Gruyere cheese in a choux pastry.
It was crispy, it was warm, and it just went perfectly with the champagne.
About 4 hours worth these for Dave, so they better be bloody good.
That's my idea of a good chef. It's really good.
Man, these guys are on fire.
It's making me hungry.
2 great dishes in a row. Love it.
Okay, red team, in 30 seconds, the waiters are going to take the canopies, right?
We started with the oysters and the vol au vents.
Be extremely careful because they're very delicate. Do you want
Think about it, guests.
The vol au vent had a really nice subtle thyme flavour. It was great.
So Chantal from the red team made these. A few issues with them. They rose a little bit sort of skew with, but the end result's fantastic. Sweetbread's great, sausage is nice, full of flavour. I think it's a sensational effort again.
I like that. Very deep.
Cleaved in oysters with the celeriac remoulade.
And this is Z.
What do you reckon, Simon? I'll arm wrestle you for the last one.
Yeah, it's very good.
Really
Very good.
good.
I'll tell you what, I'm pretty proud at the moment. I think they've done, so far, really well.
I had the oysters. I had the salmon tartare. And I had the vol au vin. If that's French, I'm Swedish.
That's harsh. I thought it was really good. I was really pleased with it. So, tell the Frenchman to get out.